Howdy. We got a 5x5.
Nah,
I'm
forget the
sorry.
5x5. I was here on time. She is late, fam. She was late.
He's not
No,
lying. And look, I am
no.
I am a 15 minutes early is on time. I'm never late. I was frantically rushing. Seriously. Thank you,
Co-
Florida man.
Coffee. I was sitting backstage like she better show up. This is her deal. She better show up.
Oh, listen. Let's talk about the last 4 years. Josh will be like sliding in. And I'll be
Yeah,
like,
but
what do you? I mean, I'm like, we were supposed to go on like 3 minutes ago. He's like, what are we talking about? I'm like, oh my God.
hey, I'm on time when it counts. Hey,
Man,
let's
get out of here.
shout out the fam. Coffee.
Okay, let me see who's in here.
Yeah,
Okay, I
let's
saw
shout 'em.
Coffee, Fish Sticks, Loretta.
Fish sticks.
I ain't been up here forever either. If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. Thistle Moon, Miss Sharon.
Dusty
Sharon's in
Country.
charge because I don't even know how to do any of this. Hey, Dusty, Tiger. Appreciate all y'all. If I miss you, I'm so sorry. I'm trying. Seabass, what's up? I'm so glad to see you. Florida man.
Uh-huh.
She's late, not me. Okay, you know what? Somebody block Apocalyptic Awakening. I don't even know who that is.
I was about to say, yeah, block them. Whoever it is, block them. Hey,
Block
Casey,
'em.
what's your favorite day? I think you tapped in. Was it Saturday? Your favorite day of the week?
Yeah, Saturday. Saturday is what we kind of do as our Sabbath. So we do our chill day.
Okay.
Like I kind of like we just kind of chill out. We do family stuff. We just kind of reset and let things go or whatever.
Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, I get excited on Friday, but Saturday I'm like,
hey, Casey, what do you think about Mondays?
I don't want to talk about that.
Here we go. What do you mean?
There's always Monday meetings, and I just don't want to talk about that.
Miss Sharon, you heard it. You heard it, Miss Sharon. You heard it. Coffee. Hey. All right. No, Miss Sharon's favorite day is Monday. And I think she is the only person who has picked Monday.
Why, Miss Sharon, is it Monday? Is it because everybody else is at work?
Man.
And
Monday.
like all the kids are like, most of like if you go out somewhere, it's like the kids and people all at work and you can kind of do your thing.
Stop
Hey,
the
Sunset
call.
Gate. Anyone I miss? Is that why?
What? No, I was just wondering because I don't know how it started, but I want to know what was everybody's favorite day. So some days, some people's like Thursday. Miss Sharon gonna say Monday.
Yeah, she said it's because it's probably because the stores are like empty or everybody's out of her way. I get that though. I mean, I homeschool all my kids, so that's different.
I'm trying to love Mondays now.
No, we do meetings on Mondays and no.
All right. Okay. All right. Casey, what's going on?
Everything's going on, Josh. Ooh. Everything that we said and been talking about is going to happen. We are in it. We're in the mix. It's a domino effect. It's a downward spiral. And let me just go ahead and put a public service announcement out, and I'll be the bad guy. That's fine with me. Nothing's going back to normal. Nothing's going back to how it used to be. I know. I'm not trying to be a negative, Nelly. Oh, you're just being down. Okay, whatever. I'm just in reality. Nothing's going to be put back together better than it was. All that. And I say that in the fact because I don't want people to hold on to this false reality of, well, I don't have to do this or worry about that. Or I'm not saying worry and wring your hands and freak out and all that. I'm not saying that at all. You shouldn't be. But I think it becomes your reality of what is coming. And I'm not that is really upsetting. I don't want to think about it or talk about it type person. That is not my personality. I'm like, okay, let's give me everything. Let's go and face that. And I think that people are still like kind of like that denial of things are going to go back.
Wait, Casey. Wait. It's more than that. Now, come on. Let's not hold back right now. For real. Like
y'all notice that he does these on my channel.
No, I'm
see y'all in 2 weeks because I already got a yellow. But anyway,
all right, fam. Look, seriously, when we talk on the phone, she's like, "These people, they just not getting it." And now she gets on here, she's like, "Yeah, well, they're just not understanding."
No, I do. I have that frustration because I care.
Yeah.
But when you care and you're like, how many ways do you want me to draw it out for you?
Yeah.
How have I been sitting here? How many times can I tell you in the last let's just say this platform, okay? Not take it personally because this is where all of us have kind of come together. And let's just say for the last 4 years, I'm like, you think I was doing this for my benefit of stuff? I mean, I'm like, come on, let's all you do what you're supposed to be doing. Get ready. And my big thing, Josh, I know we talk about all the do your preps and buying this and putting stockpile away and Josh, you and I have been talking about this literally for 4 years. And I'm like, people are not. I think people are less ready spiritually and mentally than they are physically.
Yeah,
like their physical preps.
Yeah, hopium. I like it. I just wrote that down. Hopium. That is going to be one of my. That's going to be a
Put
word.
It on a T-shirt.
Hopium. Yeah. Look, Miss Sharon, the dots can't get any closer together.
Exactly, Miss Sharon. I'm just like, we are, and I don't mean this in an ugly way or a negative thing. And things like this don't make me anxious. This isn't where my anxious stuff is. And it is because I have a strong faith, and I'm like, God's word told you this was going to happen. What are you surprised for? Have you read the book? Flip to the end if you want and read it. But I think a lot of people, I talked to you about this earlier. I see these two sides. I see this. Either people are either completely oblivious, absolute that denial. I'm just gonna wear these blinders and kind of lie to myself, or I see people coming completely unglued, freaking out. I'm like, neither one of those types are going to handle this well, and they're not going to be a benefit to themselves or anyone else around them.
Seriously. You know what the crazy part is about all that? Fam, us in the chat, we talk about this. We know this. We are so far in this dilemma, and a lot of people just don't realize it. Seriously, like I was, and I know y'all gonna be mad at me, but I was listening to a leftist podcast, not like just trying to get a feel for things.
Yeah.
And this one guy, he was like, I had a big part to do, and I know, and Kamala's, her like advisement or whatever, her, and he was like, there are certain groups of people that we cannot, and he's talking to like the leftist, he's like, there are certain groups that we cannot deal with and not listen to, and it is the ACDs. I was like, what? It's the alarmist, conspiracy theorist, doomsdayers. He's talking about the people preparedness. He's like, the government ain't going nowhere. You don't have to prepare. And then check this out. It fired me up because I was like, oh my. He was like, listen, no King's Day is coming. What we need is massive marketing for. I'm just like, y'all don't even understand. I'm like, it's just done. I can't even.
I mean, there's all these things all the time. I'm like, did that age well for you? Did this age well? And I mean, I think I'm just at the point, I don't get worked up about certain things like that. I get worked up about how society and masses are handling things when I'm like, I mean, I don't know what else, how much more clear the writing on the wall could be for people.
Yeah, no, seriously. And look, I'm putting it out there. Seriously, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel like this weekend, tomorrow is going to be stupid. And next week, we could literally have the Insurrection Act.
Right.
I think it could be invoked that soon.
The thing is, we always talk about this. I'm like, let's filter through the distraction, filter through the smoke screens, filter through the false flags, filter through the, there's all these things. And then it's the bread and circuses and it's all this stuff. And then there's just so much things happening mixed all in. And, we have said this. There's no such thing as coincidence, and their timing, the orchestrated timing of every little one of these things, and we just think, oh man, there's just a lot going on. No, the timing of when they do these things is so planned out. Nothing is just like, oh, well, they didn't see that coming. Now what are they going to do? Nothing.
Seriously.
And, I see people coming completely unglued. I mean, let's talk about being level-headed, okay? And, and I can't deal with that. Like, that'll make me like, don't do that in my presence, because I'll be like, smack you in the head and be like, you gotta get it together or go outside. And then the other people who are just completely oblivious, and I'm like, don't come knocking on my door.
They will. They will. Casey. Look, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They said 2 weeks until WIC is null and void. 2 weeks, fam.
And
2 weeks.
It's always going to be when people, when their kids are, there's no food and people are panicking and they haven't been prepared, or people's kids are hungry, or somebody can't get medicine, stuff like that. People are going to do things. People are going to get caught up. Innocent people are going to get caught up in some nonsense because people are going to flip their mess over things like that. And that's the thing, guys, what we say, just recently, I told you, Josh, earlier we were talking, I was like, I just did a reset on my pantry, went through, I found stuff that was in the back that hadn't gotten rotated. I had to get rid of that and just go through and check. Like in the bottom of our pantry, I have the 5-gallon buckets, food grade, that are sealed and have vacuum sealed, dry beans, rice, and those type of bags. And you got to open those things and check those, people, because you will freeze them. You'll do other things. And every once in a while you'll have a bucket. It'll get bugs. Something will happen. Yep. So I've been doing that and making sure you're, but I'm old school, cooking from scratch, and you better have those staples. You better have those staples stacked up, because like we say, it's those first 72 hours. And then people start realizing, then those first 2 weeks, people start realizing, and you don't want to be caught up in being out and stuff. Yeah.
I'll tell you how I think it's going to happen for me. In the background, it is a slow burn. And Loretta Hutch, that comment you put up, some choose to be blind on purpose. Some choose to go through the fire to come out stronger. Absolutely. It's going to be a slow burn. We have all this stuff in the background that is deteriorating. And I'm going to say it one more time. I know y'all didn't heard it. The shutdown of the government was the first casualty of this C-Dub 2.0. We got slow burn. TSA workers, airports, nobody cares. Apparently 700,000 federal workers about to get terminated. Nobody cares. What else do we have? WIC in 2 weeks, possibly being done away with. There are so many things in the background that's just deteriorating, which is going to come to the front and bite us in the midst of the things that are immediate.
Well, doesn't remind you, how it's like, oh, well, that doesn't, like you just said, oh, well, I don't care because it's these TSA workers. And it says, what is that old poem? And it has to do with World War II and all this other one. He was like, first they came for this ones, and I didn't say anything because it wasn't me. Then they came for this group, and I didn't say anything because it wasn't me. And it went all down this, and he said, and then they came for me, and there was nobody to speak because I didn't speak up for everywhere else. That is that trickle down that's going to happen. My question is, you military, prior military, all those type of people that may be in chat or in the know of anything. Hey, Mary Miles, anyone I missed that came in, I'm so sorry if I've missed you. I appreciate you. When the military, like if we're on this brink of something,
what happens?
We've activated the National Guard, and if we have troops here and we have troops there, and everything pops off, whatever, and this government shutdown, and they're not getting paid. You think people are going to risk their lives and go and do that things and be like, well, I'm not getting a paycheck? I don't understand how they think that's going to work. Like, so that's why I'm saying this is orchestrated. It wasn't like, oh, we didn't think about that.
Right. Yeah. Real quick, because I love input. Hey, chat, for real. How does that work?
Casey. Truly, I'm asking if you've ever been in and there was a government shutdown, or your family member or something's been out, especially things that are about to pop off. Look, I'm going to bring this up right now. I don't know if y'all saw this. Josh, I sent it to you just a little bit ago. Hey, cute V Farmer, good to see you. Is the thing that Trump and Qatar, they signed an agreement that they're going to open a military base in Idaho. Excuse me, what?
Can you say that one more time? One more, just so the chat can understand, because I don't think they heard that.
They signed it, and what Peter, whatever his name is, was up there. They did that. I watched the video on it. Trump and Qatar, they signed a agreement that they can come and open up a military base with their troops in Idaho. It's mountain something. Sorry, I didn't catch that part. I have it on my phone.
Hey, did y'all hear that?
Like, wait a minute. We have foreign troops on our soil. They're opening their military base here.
A base. A foreign country.
You don't have to. Be careful. Hey, Tina West. And so I'm just like,
coffee,
Native,
right?
How are you?
Coffee, right? Who's truth? What up, Native? How does that work, fam? Listen, you can't.
Oh yeah, it's not all the way shut down because they're still doing. You're absolutely right. They're going to get theirs. native.
What?
That would be the last thing to go was taxes.
What they say? What is? Yeah, yeah.
And so, I don't know. That's never. But there's all these things that's like it's never happened in history. I get it. Yeah.
Let's play with this, fam. Hey, this is a live stream. Let's play with this. Y'all tell me what y'all thinking. So okay. So you remember when China was buying up land around military bases, right? You remember that? Mm-hmm. And oh no, that couldn't happen. And so now you mean to tell me that Qatar? Now let's keep it real. Let's tap in. Qatar, a country is it basically? And I'm not biased to any religion, but is it Islam? Is it what's the religion?
I believe so.
Okay. So they're going to be given, fam, American soil to build a base in Idaho.
Yeah, it's on my phone. Mountain something. Yeah, it's in Idaho.
Fam.
And I'm sure it's gonna come quick because
I've been on top of Mount
Cheyenne and Colorado Springs.
NORAD is in Mountain Cheyenne. NORAD. Fam, there is so much stuff that just is happening that is not making sense. To
me, the government shut down everything like they do with the troops that we were talking about that, and then this base coming. I mean, last night I was sending Josh. I was like, well, Putin said he's about to smack us in the mouth because, he's declaring this, and it goes like that. It says Mountain Home Air Force Base in Idaho.
Okay.
Qatar Air Force facility will be opening up. It says the U.S. and Qatar. They've already signed a deal. Pete, whatever his name is, I can't even think of his last name.
Hexath. Come on, Casey.
Yeah, Mountain Home Air Force Base in Idaho. Anyways.
Okay, so we can go down a rabbit hole on this one if you want to. We can, but
do whatever y'all want.
we can't. I mean, I don't know. Let's just go back to the comments. I don't want. Hey, look. Okay, so there's been plenty of times where I've been on live streams and we've talked about foreign troops policing certain areas.
Yeah, the Red China's been over here doing that mess. They had their own troops and military. So in there, they were coming in. They were doing that training stuff. And they were in Canada, and then they opened up their own. They allowed them to open up their. Well, they bought. Hey, Virginia Bushcrafter, good to see you.
What up?
They had their. China was buying. They were, buying up the land beside our military bases. Then they were opening up their own kind of police stations here, and they were like, "Oh, we're just monitoring our citizens over here." No, you go home. You worry about you over in your place.
Yeah,
and that was going on. And then they had bought up. I think it was like they had bought up like 4 schools, like private schools. I know somewhere in Florida and New York and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then we have this. We said where you had been saying this. I'm like, they won't have to come. It'll be the boots on the ground. It'll be from within.
Look, man. Look that. Hey, anybody in the chat? Have any of y'all seen the movie Civil War? It came out recent. Qatar 66. So, okay, I appreciate you. Has anyone seen Civil War? We're gonna tap in because there are so many possibilities right now, fam. The movie Civil War. I don't know when it come out, like 6 months ago, something like that. I don't know, but look, the movie Civil War, fam. They have to tell you the military had fractured because the president of the United States was trying to seek a 3rd term, and the military had fractured. So it was a certain percentage of the military actually fighting the president's military force, and literally they showed them going into like the White House, and with tanks and fam. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm seeing a lot of videos about the military not quite fracturing, but some portions of the military saying they're not going to go against American citizens, and then you have some that are prepared and willing to go ahead and do what they're ordered to do. This thing is getting crazy, fam.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of American are you? Yeah, Coffee knows.
That exactly, and tag on it. Coffee, this is you. This is squirrel number 1 for this live stream.
Come on.
I was just about to say something. I can't remember what I was going to say. They always have to tell us. They always have to tell us no matter what. That's part of their like ritual type of thing. They have all these beliefs about the stuff, and they have to tell us. That's why they do it, and they always do it. Movies, TV shows, everybody's like, oh, there's some time traveler thing with the Simpsons. They use all these platforms. They have to tell us, and they do. And they're big on symbolism. They do symbols and numbers. You'll hear those numbers, certain ones that repeat all the time. Yeah.
Virginia, tap in one more time. US already has one boot in. Talk to me. What we talking about? I need clarity, bro. Come on. Give me some clarity so we can chop it up. We will see what happens. Yes. Hey, fam. I think this weekend we got flashpoints. I think we got a psyops and flashpoints. Casey was talking earlier. So apparently in Chicago, fam, we're going to get into it because look, are y'all ready? Food, water. Casey was tapping on some food. We're going to get into it seriously. But look, flashpoints this weekend. Chicago, fam. Hey, we talking C-Dub 2.0, but you already have Texas send a National Guard to Chicago. That's red and blue states bumping heads right there, fam. It don't take much, but there's an I don't know what I can say on your channel, Casey. There's a
whatever, man. Just say
there's an ice facility that has. I know y'all seen this. There's an ice facility that has like a barricade set up around it.
Right.
Why, fam? Look, I'm a level-minded guy. I'm a level-headed guy, but why would a judge have them take those barricades down at a time like this when we know
it's orchestrated? And they do it on the weekends, and they do it when people are like busy in the middle of the day or in the middle of the night. They'll do these type of things. I see y'all talking about these explosions in Tennessee.
What about that?
TT1 said something, but okay.
As far as
the Chicago thing, remember how we always said like they wouldn't have the manpower to do something. It's like it's not going to be blanketed across 50 states all at once. They're always going to have these kind of that point. The zero staging where everything, the first places it starts, like Chicago, that's one right now. They're going to try these things, and they'll do martial law or whatever in certain areas. It's going to go regionally.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I always think it's going to go regionally about stuff like this. And people who talk about in Tennessee, TT1, Tennessee Tactical One, he can't be in here. I know he told me he couldn't. He was the one that sent me to him. It was about noon my time or something. He said about that explosion, and that looks bad. Like it looks like it is like flattened out to nothing.
What was it?
Bad.
Military ordnance.
Yeah, I'll tell you the exact thing if somebody puts it in here.
What was it, fam? Hey, what was it? So something big went up. I think it was military ordnance. Or something like that.
To me. I mean, do things happen? Yes, but the way we are in the world today, I'm like, did it?
Sun gazing. So the explosion in Tennessee wasn't a flashpoint. No, bro. Look, hey, fam, multiple flashpoints. What I'm trying to tell you is, I don't know why, fam, but I have something in me that tells me that next week things will escalate so much so this alone that the Insurrection Act will be declared by next weekend. That's the time frame that I'm on. I don't know. I feel it. There's too much happening right now. What you got, Casey?
It's AES is what the place is called, Accurate Energetic Systems. They produce wide range of explosive and energetic materials for the military, aerospace, and commercial industries. And it blew up.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
See, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't like it. I know. And I mean, and it like went. And I think somebody put it in there. Maybe it was Miss Sharon. There's like a bunch of people. I mean, I expect it to be more than 19 because there's so many that would be. I mean, it just looks like ash. It looks like
this one, Moon. That is a major escalation. That is a major. I didn't know it was that detrimental. It's not gonna take too much more, man. It's gonna take a Molotov cocktail. Look.
So let me ask y'all. Well, something like that. Is it us? Okay. Is it us? Have sleepers been activated? Is it? You know what I'm saying? Is it FF? Like,
hey, this your channel, not mine.
I'm just writing my name beside my own name.
Hey, you freezing up now? You freezing up, Casey? They are on. You're freezing up for real. They're on us.
I hang out with you. It's because is Native Voice you still in here? It's because Native Voice was in the chat. They know me and him are always getting slapped.
Yeah.
I mean, and I am kind of like sometimes I'll get it with Josh. I'm like, why isn't he just going piss everyone off? Go slap everyone in the mouth and this? And I'm like, could we not? Could we not hit, go and cuss everyone out at one time and insult them?
Yeah. What up, Cherokee?
What's up, Cherokee?
That's a massive flashpoint. Look, I'm just waiting. Seriously, I don't know why, but I feel like this weekend there's going to be an escalation that is going to lead us into the Insurrection Act. And the only thing I know about the Insurrection Act is that it grants more powers, but it allows civilian necessities to be taken over by military.
Well, exactly. And
yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. And then let's, there's so much going on. Look, we'll be done with this live. And I'm like, I forgot to bring it up. The whole Bundy thing. Well, let me tell y'all something right now. For her, when she was still in Florida, she is not 2A friendly. Okay. He picked her for a reason. You can sugarcoat it all you want and whatever. That whole thing where they're wanting the list of all the pew pew the memberships they have at all these places.
Yeah.
They want the list. That's just that backdoor way to say, let me get the list of whatever. Yes, people are like, oh, you've been on. Yes, I get it. We've been on lists all over, but it's the gathering of the information to use.
Yeah.
And Josh has been screaming it from the rooftops for years, guys. Pew pews do not make it into the B system.
They don't.
And so if you and the thing is, you gotta think we're towards the end of 2025, 2030. There's so many things that have to be done on that checklist.
Yeah.
Before that can go. And I think it's going to start going quicker. Because we've been in a slow thing for a long time. That kind of slow where they've been doing it for so many years. And now I think it's going to go more rapidly. That's what I see is happening. Hey, Sandra.
Yeah. There's been times where it's been 6, 7, 8 months. Legit, a fam in this community where there just really wasn't a whole lot to talk about. So we would talk about preparing food, water, the things, do the things, But there was time periods where there just wasn't a lot going on. But
whenever it gets quiet, it makes me nervous because I'm like, that is the calm before the storm. Always.
We're in a storm. We are in.
Man, we are in a storm. Y'all know what type of storm we're about to be in, and we're in it. We're in it. This is, and I think people have in their mind it's going to be like these movies or it's going to read like how history books did. Eventually, probably. But, we're in it right now.
Fam, look.
That's right.
Hey, did you see that? Hey, did y'all see that? TT1, what up, bro? Hey, did y'all see that?
Hey, TT1.
What up, fam? Birth pains. Absolutely. Hey, did you see the video with China? And but he was like, we won't shoot the first one, but we'll make sure that we shoot something. We'll stop you from the second one or something. That one ICBM that they have, the 61, 60 warheads, one ICBM, 60 warheads, fam, and one hydrogen bomb. So apparently nobody else has a hydrogen bomb. So you couldn't make this up. Right now versus a year ago, we are at. Everyone is at everybody. We were about to go into Venezuela, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Let's talk about this one. Let's talk about this one. Real talk. No sugarcoating. I watch so many big channels talk about Venezuela, and they're like, Venezuela can't do nothing against us. We can go in there and wipe them out. We'll take them out. We going in there. We're invading a sovereign country. Keep that on the top of your mind. Of course, Venezuela can't do anything to us. And I have to be in agreement with this because I understand that we're heading into World War III and we're going to need to lock down a source of fuel to manufacture what we need to win this war that's coming. But we still can't be cheering on the fact that we're about to go in and invade Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? Casey, we're invading Venezuela. Canada, we did the tariffs on Canada. We with all of Southern America. We're talking Colombia, Venezuela, everything that's down there. Who likes us? I think before, at least countries, they saw America as the beacon of freedom, a chance to progress. And now everybody's scared because of, like the tariffs and fam. Only thing I can tell you is individually prepared. We're gonna get into a little bit more stuff, but just get your house in order right now. That's all I'm doing this weekend. That's all I'm doing, fam. Get your house in order, because I don't know.
You know, I mean, like, people like, oh well, I don't buy that we're like, oh, we're the strongest, the biggest, the best anymore. Sorry, I don't. I don't. I just don't. And things, but the amount of satellites that Putin and different things have gone up, and all those different things, I'm like, I'm telling you, if they hit our grid, if they hit us with EMP, if they hit our grid, our comms, our internet, so anything like that, we would be sitting ducks.
Yes.
And people don't realize, I mean, on a low level, certain people would lose their minds, everything. And then on an upper level, the panic and the fear and the sitting ducks are going on. I think that's what's going to happen. I always said that first. I think they'll hit our grid in some manner. And when I say our grid, there's several things in my mind that can fall underneath that. I think that's what's about to come. I think that they're going to do that. And then, people like, oh, well, certain ones we're going to go after.
Yeah,
Iran are different things, and they're like, well, we're stronger and bigger, and I'm like, you gotta realize the people that are pairing up together. When you got the Red Dragon, and you got North Korea, and you got Iran, and you got Russia, you got all these. I'm like, all of them are itching just to push the button. So can we not get all the ones who are a little bit off anyways that are just itching to do something? Could we not get them teamed up and piss all them off? Let's not do that.
Yeah.
And then the ones that you said, that the sovereign nations, the people that we were fine with, I'm like, well, we're slapping everybody in their mouth, and then and then what happens?
Casey,
we're making enemies all over. Again, it is part of the plan. It is part of what was written, and I think that's what it comes down to on a spiritual level of faith and everything, is saying that we knew these things, wars, rumors of wars, chaos, everyone's against nations. This is what we're seeing is going on. The good book there's all your answers of what's going to happen is what's going on. And yes, we need to prepare. We need to do our part. We need to be ready. We don't want to suffer in the meantime. God even told it throughout the different times in the Bible. He told them to prepare, do different things at different times. You listen to what God's saying to you. But at the same time, nothing and no one is going to stop what has to come to pass.
Yes.
And I think that has to be your calm. I mean, I think that's why I don't get worked up about it. Nothing's going to stop it. I do my part. I'm not sitting back and just, wringing my hands and thinking, well, I'm just going to sit here and wait. And, I have to do my part and be smart about it and protect myself, because we have no idea how long we may be in that, suffering period in the hard times. Look at so many times in history, they had been thinking this is the worst it could ever get ever. And we're still going through it. Yeah. I think that's why I tell people, I'm like, if you want the answers, you want your playbook, go read the good book. It's in there.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Hey, Anita threw up something that's on the top of your. She threw up something that's on the top of your list. Let me just say this real quick. So what's going to happen is the fact that we're slapping all these little countries in the face and keeping it moving. Listen, when our ship is in the water and the engine's dead and we're just stalled out, we can't really do too much else. When we're already fighting China and Russia, and we can't, those other little countries that we didn't slapped in the face and never thought about, they're going to be the ones that's going to be coming in trying to really get us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real ID. That's your thing. How do we do it?
Everybody that talks about, now, Josh will say, you're going to take, no, I won't take it. They don't have to cut my head off. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking, I won't do those things. That is my choice. Let me go out and survive in the wilderness by myself then. Before I take that, I'm not doing it.
The real ID. Let's talk time frames. Come on, Kirk. I'm learning. So you think the real ID may be the implementation? You're talking
about like the digital one, the one that EU and UK, like all of them are doing, because they said if any Americans are over there and they don't take it, they will have to be removed from EU. They will have to leave. You can't.
You mean travel? Like travel?
You can't travel there. You can't. If any, you can't be come in, and if they're living over there, they have to leave. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, but what is this? What is this digital?
It's the precursor to what it is. It says in the Bible. They say you're going to have it to, to buy, sell, and trade. That is in the Bible. It says that already. That's the precursor to what it is. Now, yes, you'll have that Like
Come on.
how we've been saying, AI, Musk, all this, it's all
It's all
connected. It all
connected.
leads up to the mark. It does. All of them are part of it. And people are like, well, that's over there, and that's because they don't have pew pews and they took it. Okay, everything that starts
Man.
over across the pond rolls over, and they always have starting points
Okay.
everywhere. They did it with the illness and the this thing, and they through history they've always had those starting points. It all is, and everybody has to realize. And this is probably my frustration part. Sorry, that's just my personality.
You're
Is
good.
people need to look at this and remember this is a global agenda. This isn't this country, this continent agenda. And they all have that same time frame, the 2030 time frame that they're looking at. And yeah, I just feel like you have to the precursors. That's right, QV, because it's getting to that point. You know how all of the things have been getting to that point. It's like, well, you accept this, and then it leads into this, and then they add this onto it, and then they go. It's all part of it. It's just those little steps that they take. They're all those little precursors to it that they're implementing. Because if they did everything very, very brass, like somebody did in World War II, they're like, whoa, that's too much pushback. We can't make it look so gruesome. So we just make it their idea, and we make it fun and cutesy and convenient. Everything is in this modern thing is of the thing of convenience, and people are so lazy. They want everything convenient that they'll do whatever.
Man. Okay. Look, Robin Taylor. Hey, I am not about to go get my wallet and take a look, but I think that I may have the upgraded.
You can only have that in this state. As far as the real ID,
what is it?
Maybe I'm making a thing. As far as the digital
ID, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I was thinking digital when I was answering that.
See, I don't really know what it is. What's the digital? Is that like you being placed into a system and like having some type of
everything is
your entire footprint.
There's not any cash. And that's part of that your credit, that digital credit score type thing. Like, whoa, now, Josh, you've bought too much meat this month. So no, you can't. This doesn't get approved for you to have this. Oh no, you've been traveling, or you bought this, or you did that. They're not gonna allow this. It's a digital thing for them to track every single thing.
Yeah. Hey, Robin, I am not going to get my wallet and look because I think I'm gonna have it. I'm not doing it. I just dropped that comment. Yeah. Casey, look, seriously, it's the playbook. Years ago, I said we can only be reactive. That's why we prepare to be able to maneuver, to put ourselves in the best position possible to maneuver. But it's all coming. Look, the United States, this is why the forefathers gave us 2A, fam, to give us, if everything else fails, at least we have a fighting chance. And to be honest with you, Casey, I've always said it. I think the C-Dub 2.0 has to happen soon because that is how we get rid of all of the pew-pews and the freedom seas. We gonna use them. No, Robin. I ain't going. But that's how they clear us out. We do it to ourselves, and it's done.
Yeah.
No more. Man.
Well, that's the convenience. And then they lure people in with this, just the way that they've manipulated and brainwashed and the way they do things. This Dusty. Okay. So did y'all see that? Especially if you're on my Instagram thing. And if I don't know you, if your name doesn't match, you're going to have to send me a message because I keep myself on private because people are weirdos. Is old Gates, he said by 2028, if everyone doesn't get on that, they won't be able to participate in society. He said 2028. Like I said, they got a lot they got to get in order and done and us in place by 2030. But he did say that. And I had put that up there on my
it's 2025. But we're we're done with we're done, Casey. We're done with 2025, fam. Okay, so look, let me just we'll just say 2026. That's 2 years. 2 years, fam. I need for y'all to understand what I'm saying. How much stuff has to happen and change in a 2-year time period. If there is a C-Dub, like that's not a 6-month deal. Casey, is C Dub? What do you think? We're throwing this out here, fam. And seriously, comment in the chat. How long does C Dub last, fam? If we're headed to 2026, I think C Dub's gonna kick off this year. Now let's say 2027, 2028. That gives us a year, fam. That gives us like a 2-year time period to kick off C Dub, live through it, and to start to rebuild. Am I wrong? How long do y'all think a C Dub would last?
Seriously. Remember how we always said it would be that everything was going to pop off at once, and I think there's going to be this. But see, I don't think C Dub is going to look like how it did ever before.
No,
I mean, we're in this digital age, and we're in all this stuff, and they're going to take down. And people are so dependent; they don't know how to survive or do anything on their own. I mean, our ancestors were way ahead, better off than what we are. I don't care. They're like, oh, we've come so far and advancements, everything. Well, nobody knows how to do anything now because they have everything done easy and at their fingertips for them. But yeah. I think that's gonna carry on. But then I think if you fall in line and you're good and you do what they say to do and everything, it's like, oh, I'm allow you to kind of step out of that. You can come into this little city over here. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And do that. And I think they think as that time they're gonna pass away. They're gonna do each other off. There's all these things are gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's good.
We keep talking about the division that they keep causing, and then we're doing half their job for them to lower all of us.
That's good what you just said. Look, I'm always trying to chop it up and figure it out. So okay, so let's say before C-Dub kicks in, let's say the military. Look, fam, the biggest argument is the military cannot constrain the entire 420 plus million pews in this country. They can't. So I've come to the conclusion that they're going to secure, lock down, and hold cities, not major metropolitans, but certain cities, probably cities where there are the 15-minute communities already in development. They will probably protect and defend from the general population across the country. In the midst of C-Dub, in the midst of WW3, because what's going to happen is, fam, if C-Dub kicks off 2026, I think it's going to happen this year, but if it kicks off 2026, no, oops. Lockdowns will come from martial law, which all you need is the Insurrection Act. All you need is a Molotov cocktail going towards an ICE, and then you've got the Insurrection Act. Once the Insurrection Act is invoked, give it 2 weeks. People gonna protest. Look. When the Walmarts, when there are armed guards at Walmarts, when there are armed guards in front of stores, people gonna protest. You thought ICE? You thought it was bad with ICE? Wait till the military starts to be in front of Walmarts and gas stations and doctors, hospitals. People gonna protest like no tomorrow, which will lead us into martial law if World War III does not, if Venezuela doesn't, if some flashpoint with the tomahawks don't get us into martial law. Fam, we're here. So what if they protect cities, KC? Well, C-Dub, they can't police the whole country, but what if they do protect certain cities? And in the midst of,
they are going to protect. I mean, where the elite are, or what is going to benefit them, that they like, we need this, that's going to be protected.
Yes,
I guarantee that. And then if things pop up other ways that people start coming up, you got to remember they've been doing this for years. They got the little underground city safe places, and we'll just be all up here catching it. That's going to happen. I did see Kevin, Katrinka. There's a couple of y'all.
Katrinka,
I appreciate. I do see you guys. I appreciate you so much. Oops, living the dream. All you, I appreciate you. Anyone I miss, I'm so sorry. But listen, guys. You know how whenever they start talking to us about something and they start putting it out there, we're like, okay, they've already been doing it and it's way ahead. And then all the advancements that they have in the military with the AI, all that stuff. It is what we know about, what us peons down here know about, is but a drop in the bucket for what they really have. I truly think, and this is that so crazy in the future, some movie that we used to watch. The advancements that they have are way above, and I still think the level of drones, AI robots, stuff like that, will be used for their peacekeeping and keeping people in line more than what we think. I think that is going to end up happening at some point.
Yep.
And people are going to be shocked, like, wow, is this real? And see, they've been kind of doing that soft release and like, oh, look at that. I mean, look at that robot and that robot dog over there. And they're walking around the streets and everything. And then people, it kind of that desensitizes you to things. So it's not such an abrupt, scary thing. But I think stuff like that will end up, because they don't have the manpower in human to do everything that they want to do. Yes. And that's why all these face recognition things, these cameras everywhere, these satellites that see every single body at every minute. There was something, I don't know if it was Elon or who it was, but they were talking about everything that they can see and how they've been doing all this stuff. That is, a lot of that's going to be used, and that's because we don't understand how they can do it all. But I think it's going to be those things are going to be used that it's going to make it more able for them to.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, okay. But look. So in the midst of C-Dub, they're going to protect these cities, right? Mm-hmm. And when things are bad. Fam, I need for y'all to paint this picture real quick. Since I got y'all's attention, I need y'all to paint. I want to paint this picture for you. I went outside. Look, the other morning, I went outside in the backyard. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. Sun was up. Birds was chirping. And I sat out there for a minute. It felt really good. The season's changing. And I really didn't hear anything. And then I thought for a moment, could you imagine in the middle of C-Dub 2.0, could you imagine if there has been no television, no internet, no radio, there has been nothing for 3 weeks?
Just that silence.
3 weeks. Mm-hmm. Casey, you don't know anything. Nothing.
That's what we said. You'll know your immediate community talking neighbor type stuff is what you'll know.
Yeah. And 3 weeks in, randomly you'll hear, some ARs going off in the background randomly. It'll be no big deal by that point, but you won't know what China's doing. You won't know what Russia's doing. You won't know what's happening in Venezuela. You won't know if the left are winning or if the right's winning. You won't know if Portland has been destroyed. You will not know anything except what happens in your vicinity.
Yeah.
That's what I'm preparing for, fam. I know. That's what I'm preparing for. Casey, going back to the C-Dub. When I said they will lock down certain communities that they choose, that is for the people that have had total enough. They've survived C-Dub. They've had enough. They are willing to go ahead and take the thing, whatever it may be.
Right. And the government do whatever they're supposed to be doing. Fall in line.
We got communities for you. Guess what? In these communities, the 15-minute cities.
You don't have to worry about
internet. We got Instagram. We got you can live stream.
Because
Come on.
They have fed that beast and created that beast in society with so much. And they know that control. And that's why you're going to have to really, really stay strong in the fact of what that means to take any of those things out of convenience and being comfortable. You have got to learn to be uncomfortable and go without the life and be stripped back, however many centuries back in your living and survival you're going to have, that's just my opinion. Y'all do what y'all want to do. But I'm just saying,
Yeah, they tapping in. Casey, look, we got internet, we got Instagram, we got, look, even a crisp, clean apartment with running water, hot and cold. Yeah. You can have a stove. And then look, on top of that, we even got a Walmart for you to go to. Yeah, it's going to be military, they'll give you vouchers, but we even got a Walmart. You can get back to life. This is all you got to do. Take this thing, sign your allegiance over, and you can get out of this civil war crap that's going on.
If they called them, we'll just say camps. We know what they were in the World War II. People wouldn't go.
Seriously.
And now they look better. They don't look like prisons and all this other type of stuff. They, it'll make them look. But let me tell you something else about that thing. When they made up, and I'm down here in Florida, when they did, alligator Alcatraz, and they have them in several other, they call them something different, but they're these, these camps that they put up, and they talk about how much they were and how quickly they can go up. And I'm like, they put up all that for that amount of money for illegals to get them out and everything. I'm telling y'all, that was we need to do this so people would accept that. But this is what I think. this is just my opinion.
Yeah, come on.
This is for entertainment purposes only, YouTube.
Don't back out now.
I think the 15-minute city things is like, you complied, you were a good boy and girl, you complied, you took this, you signed your soul away and everything else and came in, and now here's your comfort. Okay.
Yep.
And I think at some point when it's like, no, you didn't comply, you didn't fall in line like you're supposed to, and whatever they deem, because you remember, it's whatever they deem, that new thing. If they deem that you're a terror, then it's those other camps they set up, alligator, Alcatraz, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, that's going to be for others. Seriously. Here.
Man, Casey, we're here. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I'm prepared to have nothing. Hey, Dan H. Hey, the chat's tapping in, boy. They tapping in.
I appreciate you guys. I've missed y'all too. And I was like, this ain't feeling live. I just didn't want to. I just hadn't felt live. I've just kind of been busy. I was like,
what I say
every once in a while.
What I say, Casey? Who cares? It's the end of the system. It don't matter.
Let's do it on your channel, though, just in case.
I was like, title it whatever. It don't matter. Let's just do it. Who cares?
Yeah.
We got weeks.
I think at the end of the day, like, I'm like, yes, people, I don't want y'all to be hungry. Yes, I want y'all to have skills. Yes, I want you to have alternatives. And that's what my channel, when I started, I want you to have alternatives, how to take care of yourself, because help ain't coming, or they're not going to allow you to get into hospitals or whatever the situations may be. You need to have alternatives. Always do what's best for you. Talk to your doctor, blah, blah, blah. Read my disclaimer. But my thing at this point with everything, but aside from all that and making sure, hey, go stack up. You got to get this. You got to get this. Make sure you have this. And I'm just like, I want people to, because in a blink, none of us know.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know the way Putin and all the other stuff's going. We don't know. We don't know. But I'm like, that's why I'm like, you better have your soul right, and you better have your head on right, because you could be you could have all the money and have a bunker and be stacked up with supplies. But if you are not spiritually and mentally leveled out and ready, and that is a whole other different level of peace that comes with that.
Yeah.
That you don't have to be terrified and crippled by fear. What is the sense? This is my thing. What is the sense of trying to survive and live and prep if it has you terrified? Why would you want to keep on like that? Like, if you're terrified, I'm like, there's a different level of peace that comes. And I think that is a big thing, because even things I say, I'm like, well, that would really be awful if this XYZ happened. But I'm just like, I always tell myself, none of this is a surprise to God. No matter what comes, God is already on the other side of that.
Yes.
And he's not going to let anything happen that he isn't going to get us through it and knows. And that, if you're not of faith, that is your choice. He gave you free will.
Yes.
But I couldn't do everything and be leveled out like I am without it. Like, this type of stuff doesn't give me bad anxiety. It just has me, I do what I'm supposed to do. And sometimes you can have those rush periods, like, okay, I need to get this and this in order, but I don't have that panicked feel. And that's why I don't want people to be terrified and anxious. And why are you even trying then? Because how is that a life worth I'm trying to survive for if you feel like that all the time? Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, the big thing for me is why go through all of this, the pews, the if at the end of it, you're just going to throw it all away and go ahead and say, okay, here I come. Yeah. I'm ready, and take the thing and boom. Okay. I think Casey, it's going to sound crazy, but I really do believe that I'm here to experience this. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's crazy, good or bad, or whatever.
I mean, I'm an old soul, and I've always said, I was like, oh man,
I'm listening.
I was born in the wrong era. I can't stand this modern stuff, right? I always felt like that. But at the end of the day, we were all born exactly when we were for a reason, for this exact time. And we all have a purpose in that. And I think if you realize that, like, hey, I have a purpose through these times that seem so awful and we don't want it. Yeah. And if you just ask God every day, I'm like, all right, God, use me. What do you want me to do? What do I need to do? How do I need to do it? That's what we're here for, because I know that no matter when my end comes or how it comes, in a blink, I know where I'm going to be. And
Yeah.
I mean, and our life here is just but a flicker to our eternity. Now, your eternity, you can pick that your own, but you have that choice. But I think that is my comfort through things. Hey, Deanna. Sheila, anyone I've missed? I know I see people coming in here.
Man, what a time to be alive. It's just wild, fam. We seeing stuff that, like, I can only imagine what the first C-Dub felt like. I can only imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. But for us to be going through this, it's wild. I'm not going to lie to you. It's wild. And it's only going to get wilder as we go.
It is.
Let's do this. Hey, can I throw this out to the chat?
Of course.
Fam, chat. Look, no, I need for y'all to participate because a lot of times I ask y'all for stuff and y'all play like y'all didn't even hear what I asked y'all for. So I need participation if you in here. I'm sorry. It's too late. No. It's simple. I ain't asking for nothing. It's simple. Right. Hey, so okay. So out of all the preparedness stuff, because everybody in this chat, some form of a prepper preparedness community. What is on your list for what are you hunting for? You know what I'm saying? It's just prepping this weekend. What is on your list? That's all I want to know.
Currently working on, or you're trying to do, or get ahead of? Yeah.
Extra bag of rice, water purification, a life straw, something, candles, gas,
medical, whatever it is, seeds or anything else that you. Whatever.
Tap in, fam. Don't play. Tap in.
Y'all, he's just trying to see what y'all got going. So he's gonna say, put your location.
Look at coffee. All right, that's it. I'm done. Coffee. I'm done. Get more wood, okay?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, especially in everyone's, and that's why I tell people all the time. Everyone's prepping and needs in different places. It's going to look different Pantry. Where you're at and how long you've been doing things, and just your environment and situation.
Pantry.
Okay. I mean,
I'll write this down. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing kerosene. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing nothing, fam. I'm writing this down.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knowledge. I always say, I'm like, knowledge is power. You look, and I'm always like, Seeds. if you can write things down, get hard copies, print things off, because that's so much is what's going to keep you alive. That's why I'm always like, listen to your elders. Keep your elders in your community because they know the things.
Panels. I'm writing it down, fam. Like legit. Trust me. Medical.
Food to your pantry. Focus on canned meats. And,
Ham technician license.
Hey, Hunter. 25.
Hey, I'm gonna talk that up as to just again getting to work my bail things better. I know, Casey. I know. I got the instruction manual. I'm gonna seriously, hey, fam, this weekend I'm gonna seriously work this thing out. I appreciate you.
You hanging out, Cherokee?
Still want a generator. Katrinka, you ain't got a generator. All that fancy food you be cooking and you ain't got a. All right, never mind. Pickle pizza. Chicken salad, what Casey? What
did you have you hungry?
Salad, salmons. Man, I'd be sitting there starving.
Like, how'd she do that again? Let me see.
Hey, I'd be like, man, I'm starving, and she keeps putting up this food. It's not right. Yeah, propane.
That's what, and we're talking about comms. Sheila and a lot of us are talking about comms.
Okay,
I think that is that initial.
Comms
wave that's going to go through is when comms go down, and if you're like away from home, family's away from home, you're separated out, you're traveling, whatever the situation is that's going to set in that wave of panic, that quick thing when people are like, when comms go down.
I appreciate you
for real.
No. I got a whole list of stuff. Y'all think I be playing? I scribble, but I'm writing it down. I appreciate y'all, fam. Trying to make sure everything's covered.
That's what this community is also for. I mean, some of us, like we don't have it like right at our back door, close to us, our community or whatever. But these online communities, and that's why I say do it while you can. We're all here to, to help each other out and to give us those reminders and to do those pick me ups. And these type of things can become it becomes exhausting and heavy, and then you kind of be like, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I'm gonna I get back up. and give yourself breaks when you need it. Please give yourself those mental breaks. But this is helping each other out because that knowledge is power, and that helping the community out through this is saying, oh, I didn't think about using or doing this way, and it helped me. We are helping people. Y'all are helping people. Things you don't think about, or somebody's in a different situation, and you may be in that.
Lighters.
It helps out.
Yeah, tarps, lighters. I got it, fam. Kerosene. I'm on it. Propane, medical. Seriously, this weekend I'm going through all my stuff. Yeah.
125. Yeah, like plywood and tarps and little makeshift. I mean, and we live on a farm, so there's always things that you run out of, and I'm always like, nails, screws, different types of parts, everything. I'm like, you've got to have those things put up, and if you can ever get, whether it's when we have a tractor and lawnmowers and different things like that, and yes, when gas runs out and things like that, but there's always little parts, even in your house, of different extra, whether it's plumbing, electric, or these little things, like if something breaks it, you're like, I've never had to replace that before, but if it breaks and you can't get somewhere or get it, you're going to want some backups for things like that. Somebody else may be better at putting an actual list of things or ideas in the comments than I am, but those type of things are going to be needed.
Like the dusty country road. Hey, fam, anybody gets shot, we coming to you, brother. We're coming to you, fam.
There's a lot of books, Dusty. There's a lot of books. I mean, I did trauma, and I worked in surgery and orthopedics, stuff like that. But there's a lot of know-how books. There's field manuals you can get that were like military field manuals and different things like that you can get. There's even right now, while you still have access to the internet, there are things you can do. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be fancy and pretty. Okay, we ain't gonna be worrying about scarring when that stuff happens. As long as you don't want infection, you want to get it bleeding and stop. But there's a lot. You have all those things.
Mini split unit. Hunter 25.
Bungee cord, zip ties. Bungee cord, zip ties always. And a lot of times, even I know people knock us to cheap China stuff and everything, but you can grab those things that you just need. We have to use zip ties all the time on our farm. And a livestock, something can bust up a fence, and it's like, I can't let them get through here, but I got to get to where I can get ready to fix, and you zip ties. I mean, we do that for quick fixes, temporary fixes. You can grab those things at Harbor Freight stuff all the time. And they a lot of times have those freebies, on certain times. All right, Carter.
Yeah, bro.
I appreciate you.
See you, fam. Have a good weekend. Do the things.
Yeah.
Yep. Do the things. You already know. Wait. I have 3 of those. What is that? I have 3 of those, Miss Sharon. An oxygen reading. Oh, pulse ox. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have those. And my big thing, people talk about batteries, different things run out, and you don't need batteries for it. If you get manual blood pressure cuffs and a good stethoscope, it doesn't have to be over the top expensive, but that works for you, and practice and learn how to take blood pressures and vitals without having an electric type of device. You have to learn how to do that. Sorry.
Yeah. Robin.
Learn how to count a pulse without a pulse ox also. Usually do that. You can do it for 15 seconds, multiply it by 4, and that's how you get your, your stuff per minute. Learn how to do those things, practice, and those type of things you can practice on, your family members and them on you and stuff to get those things.
Yeah. Food. Anything in particular, Casey, that like you're feeling like is of vital importance?
Well, anything. I always think about, of course, we always think about protein, but then I always think about you got to have your source of your vitamin C's, your vegetables and stuff. People out here getting scurvy and crazy stuff and hard times that happened throughout history is, and we do have live on a farm. And like right now I have a case of apples, and I'm canning different variety things of apples. And I'm big on grow your herbs.
Yeah.
For even if it gives you flavor and some boring rice and beans versus also the medicinal parts of all that is going to be the biggest thing. And there's something I went today. I was on the phone with you, and you were like, "What are you buying all this It's all this little stuff, but it was. But I
No,
went to
hold on.
Walmart
Let's
and
put
I
it
get
in
some.
context. Let's put it in context. Hey, fam, she's on the phone, right? And we're talking about like the world ending, and I'm hearing this beep, beep, beep. I'm like, that's got to be $400 worth of groceries, Casey. Beep, beep. It's like 10 minutes. I'm like, what? She's like, no, it's not. It's not. Yeah. Okay.
I know, but like, there's these things there, and there was all these war different things before, and these hard times, right? People went through in history. And I remember my grandmothers and elder people still now will tell me, they're like, if you just had a hard candy or a little bit of chocolate to boost your morale, just to be like, oh, I had something a little sweet, and you'll stock up those little things. Are they great for you? No, but I mean, it ain't gonna a little bit's not gonna hurt you, But those little things in hard times, and you're like, I just had a little piece of chocolate or candy or something, and even children and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stock things like that. Put things away and stock things like that. I didn't say bring it to the house and eat all of it. Huckleberry is, but put things away like that because it'll just boost you up a little bit if you're sitting around and things, your hard times and you're stressed and I'm eating beans and rice and canned meat and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, well, everybody got a little piece of chocolate after dinner or something.
Casey.
Yeah.
What are the benefits of baking soda and activated charcoal?
You all better
chat. Don't look at the chat.
You better stack that.
Don't look at the chat.
Do it.
Don't look at the chat. Okay, I'm being it.
You better have baking soda. I buy baking soda almost every time I go do our big shopping. I always make sure I restock on. And even if I have it, that's just my thing of like, I may have 30 of them in there, but I still baking soda. Baking soda is a staple for a medical.
Wait,
and activated charcoal. You should have. Josh, why do you not have activated charcoal? It should be in your go bags. It should be in your medical bags. You should have it all the time.
All right.
When I got bit by that copperhead, that was one of the first things I put on it. Was activated charcoal. I opened it up and put it on there. It'll draw things out.
Punished. All right.
For real. He's not gonna make it. Baking soda and activated charcoal. Good Lord, Miss Sharon, thank you.
I feel like I'm getting punished. All right. Okay. No, okay. Activated charcoal. So like
if you eat something poison, if you get how many people died of dysentery? You know what I'm saying? If you eat something poisonous, if you get a hold of bad water, if you get food poisoning, illness, you take the Africa, it's going to absorb and remove that from your body and it'll neutralize things in your body. So you got to have the activated charcoal. That should be everything. Even a topical different things, it'll draw poisons out.
So do I need to go get like a bag of activated charcoal? Look, I've done videos on activated charcoal, but do I need to go get like a bag of activated charcoal?
What, you do videos for views or you didn't do it for real? What are you talking
about? No, it was for water purification. Yeah,
I have capsules. I have
capsules. I
have a bunch of activated charcoal capsules. You can do it. There's different ways you can buy it in powder form. I have powder form also. But like if I keep it in my go bags, my medical bags, I even have it in my animal emergency bag for my stuff. Activated charcoal, you should have that.
Seabass. Okay. I'm on it. He's got capsules. Seabass has capsules.
That's I'll show him. I think I put it. Josh has never subbed or watched any of my videos, y'all. He hasn't. Like I've talked about. I even showed the bottle and showed how to use it. And when I got bit by that snake, and whatever.
The colloidal silver. No, I'm there. I'm there. I'm there.
And then the baking soda, internal, topical. You get stung by anything. Sorry, guys. You got to have that. There was an elderly lady. They used to talk about this when the Spanish flu went around. She said that her family was in this town, and her mother and their family took care of all these sick people that had the Spanish flu. She said every morning her mother made them take baking soda in a glass of water and drink it because it neutralizes things in your pH and stuff like that. And none of them ever got it. And they were taking care of all these people that were sick.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
I use baking soda pretty regular. And then you can use it for cleaning. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
See, Sheila, I'm not the only one. Yeah. Josh. Look at Miss Sharon. Oh my. Miss Sharon, you like Mondays. Hey, look, I'm telling you, if she ever saw me in person, she probably kicked me.
See, Miss Sharon, she put up a link for you and everything.
Oh, y'all are something else. TT1, you hear this, bro? Oh man.
I know TT1 hollering at his phone driving. Safe.
All right. Okay.
Right. No virus can live in an alkaline environment. And one of my very, very first videos, and I talk about your inner terrain and keeping your pH, whether it's the big C, viruses, all that bacteria, parasites, they cannot live. It is about if all of that will create, and it can only live in an acidic environment. If your pH is acidic, your inner terrain. If you have that pH correct, that's why I talk about the apple cider vinegar with the mother. Yes, you have to dilute it. Don't ever take it solid. You will burn a hole in your stomach, and that's on you. The baking soda, stuff like that. If you keep the inner terrain, you don't get sick. Things can't take cold. I talk about that all the time. Things cannot take cold. You'll get better quicker. It'll flush things. Yeah.
Okay. No capsules. Powder. I got you.
Yeah, I have capsules and powder.
Okay.
I have capsules now, but then there's also where you can, if you just get it in a glass of water, activated charcoal or whatever, and then you can drink it down.
Really? No,
if my kiddos have had a habit, I don't give them a capsule. When they were young, I would give them powder.
Okay. Thank you.
If y'all have something for me, please put it in all caps, like you're screaming at me, because I'll miss it, and I don't want to miss anything. But if I sit here and read and try to make sure I'm not missing anything, I'll go squirrel.
Hey, be safe on the road, TT1. Okay, so we're going to the dollar store. Is there anything else that we should grab from the dollar store? Vitamin C, baking soda.
I don't get my vitamins from places like that. You don't get what you place for. I know, I'm sorry, I stuck up me or whatever, but if you buy things synthetic, you're doing yourself more harm. I'm just saying, you don't get synthetic vitamin C. Look up what synthetic vitamin C is. You're going to be hurting yourself.
Okay. All right.
So do that coffee. I'll send you pictures of the ones that I use. I mean, if it's activated charcoal, it's activated charcoal.
Hey, can I get some pictures?
Have anything else in there? I'm not funny about brands. A lot of times, Huckleberry find them on there, and it'll be like what's on a deal or sale, or I'll find them certain places. As long as it doesn't have a lot of additives, and when I have things in capsules, I always make sure they're like vegetable or rice or capsules or different things. I try to avoid anything synthetic.
Really?
Yeah. See, Beth. Now let me. This is very, very important. Hey, Teresa, if you take charcoal, first of all, you can never take it for a long period of time. It's an acute situation that you do it. If you're taking an internal, if you take it, it will strip out your minerals and everything too. You have to replenish yourself. You have to replenish those things. If you want liquid IV, if you want to mix them up yourself and take minerals, I did the Soleil thing. If you need to have your salt, you need to replace those minerals, and you never take it for a long period of time. It's a very short, acute type thing. A lot of times you only have to take it one time, because it will strip everything out of you, and you will get very sick.
Really, Thistle? She said baking soda. She used to give it to dialysis patients.
Yeah, but now you have to, like, on baking soda, there's certain ones you can get and it'll have like aluminum and stuff in it. Make sure it's just a baking soda that you can eat, an edible type of thing, and it doesn't have any type of additives. We stock baking soda. I use it topically and I do it internal. Whether it's something as simple as you have heartburn, you can take just an eighth or less of a teaspoon and put it in a glass of water and drink it, and it's going to get rid of it.
All right. Basic vitamin.
It's just it'll just say activated charcoal. All the ones it'll just say activated charcoal, and it'll be in like a veggie capsule, or you can just go ahead and get the powder. I personally say get both. If for some reason you have the capsules and you need it in a powder form, or put it on topically, or to get it in a kiddo, you just want them to be able to drink it and not have to swallow a capsule. You just open them up. Just open them up and dump them out.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Sharon, coffee. Hey, I just realized today is Friday. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. It's on and popping. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be on your list, Josh. That's what you need to be doing this weekend.
Hey man,
Baking soda. You better have tons of baking soda.
I got a
Baking
list.
Baking soda is going to save your life. Activated charcoal will save your life. If you're in shift and somebody eats something poisonous, food poison, certain illnesses, bad water. I mean, I'm telling you that activated charcoal. But again, you need to replace your minerals after you take that. You have to. That is very important because it'll strip everything. It'll strip everything out of you from inside.
Yeah. No, look, y'all think I'm playing. Legit. I'm going to the dollar store tomorrow. Lighters. And we have random lighters here and there, in the kitchen, in the cabinet. I'm going to the dollar store and I'll probably spend $10 on just a ton of lighters just to have.
Even I went to the Dollar Tree today, and they use them in like all the tall glass candles.
Yeah.
These are like light them. Sometimes they have like the Catholic Saints or Mary or something on them. Some of them they're just different colors. But there's I buy every time I bought on I don't know 6-7 more today. I have those stocked and put away because they are in glass. So there's that safer thing where they burn down and it's going down, but they last forever. Gotcha. And they actually put a lot of light. And like if I ever have it, like so we have a storm and the power goes out or something's going on, always put them in front of a mirror and light your whole room up.
Yeah.
You just if there's and I always grab that's something I buy at Dollar Tree, and then like in the little medical kind of aisle there. You can always get things like, your Band-Aids. I always stock up and buy hydrocortisone from there. Because if we're in the South here, you get eat up with something, you get something, you're itching like crazy. And if you itch it too much, especially kiddos or whatever, they'll scratch something open. You don't want open anything during shift that anything can enter your body like that. Grab those things.
Yeah, seriously. Lighters, medical.
I'm going to put this up here, but I cannot read it out loud. That was my first strike. That video is over on my Rumble channel. It's been removed from this platform.
That is above my pay grade, peeps. I'm listening.
It's on my Rumble, but that was my first strike. I can't even talk about it. I'll be having somebody knocking on my door. Events I've spoke at, I cannot, like when I say, I have to be very careful with that one.
Solar driveway marker lights. Hey, oops, that ain't too much attention. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Once things go left really bad, I'm probably gonna be talking last and acting first. Repair guy, one of the long, yeah.
And those things that Sunset gave, you can order those seeds, and if you do, because they can go rancid, keep them in your freezer. Yeah. And you don't eat a large amount of that. Eat like 3 of them. Okay, stuff like that. But I have it on my Rumble.
Hey, Casey.
Yeah.
Can I go left? I'm gonna stop saying can I go left? Can I go right? Because that might
do whatever.
Hey, fam. Any of y'all keeping up with 3IA Atlas?
That's Josh's stuff. Go ahead.
No, it's not. That's all of our stuff. Anybody keeping up with that? Casey, have you? No, not really. 3IA Atlas. You keeping up with it? Man, Casey, they said.
Don't talk to me when you didn't know anything about baking soda and activated charcoal.
Let me
go ahead. Anyway,
let me just turn everything off. No, tell us. I mean, I don't know, fam. Look, 2 weeks ago, I was like, man, it's just a rock. I ain't worried about it. What? Yeah, everybody was like, it's aliens. It's technology. Right. Casey, this thing is. Casey, how coincidental is it that when it was at its closest distance to us, the Mars Observer, the Hubble, all the telescopes were down at the exact moment when we were supposed to get clear pictures. Now they're saying this thing, the light's coming from the wrong end. Let them charge.
That's what I do with our solar things.
Absolutely. I'm on it.
Bring them in at night.
I am on it, fam. Yes. And look, whatever I got that's going to be charging by solar power is going to be guarded by a 5 to the 5 to the 6.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking in the midst in the height of C-Dub 2.0, I might be able to get 2 or 3 hours of solar charging for whatever it is that I need for the next day. It ain't gonna be 100%. It might only get my stuff to 50%, but it's gonna be a crazy time. It's gonna be a legitimate crazy time. No, Josh, tell us. Man, this thing's got the light coming from the front. The trajectory of this thing is it's almost it has to be pre-programmed. So the way they're explaining it is, you know how like all the planets kind of like they all kind of circle on a certain plane, a flat circular plane. Everything that comes to us from interstellar space either comes like down and then back up. This thing is on our plane, circling with our other planets, and then supposedly now the latest data shows that there are other objects that are surrounding this thing that are traveling with it. And then on top of that, there is the Swan Comet that is coming right behind this thing. And it's going behind the sun, so we won't see it until I think it's the end of November. So we don't know what this thing is going to do on the other side of the sun. We don't know if it's going to continue to shoot out of our solar system or if it's going to change course and maybe come back around. But the timing of all of this is ridiculous. Look, all the UFOs,
like all this stuff is the timing of everything. Like people are like, well, this is has. I'm like, but the timing of everything put together and how it's going has not happened.
Yeah. Is it Bluebeam? Is it Project Bluebeam?
I'm sure. I mean, even if they also, if there's opportunities that come on, they're never going to let an opportunity to go to be like, oh, well, this goes into because they got to have an excuse and story and a stage set for everything they're going to do.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, is it Bluebeam? Is it Fallen Angels? Is it the war that's supposed to take place between good and evil in the skies? Is it
right?
Man, there's so much stuff.
I agree.
Yeah,
for real, Teresa. That should better be your number one. You better hide some of those too. Put them in your catches, bury them, and that whole thing. Remember, God said, "Hide my word in your heart," because one day, and it's happened in other countries right now. It's happened throughout history. They're going to take them. They'll be illegal to own.
They aren't going to want you to believe in anything other than the system that is.
Yeah, them and their system, what they're doing.
Yeah,
that's all they're going to want you to believe.
They're going to create a one world deal to believe in, but it's going to be based on them. You know what I'm saying? It's still going to bring you back to them some way, somehow. They aren't going to
talking to you.
Uh-oh.
He's like, oh my.
All right. Okay. All right, Miss Sharon. I do listen. Yes. I listen.
Yeah, I did see that, Florida man, about that they did that. Yeah.
Wow. No, I didn't know anything about this.
Yeah, they rewrote it to, well, like how in different histories they've done before, that they've done it to cater to what they wanted to say so people fall in line.
Look at Yardbird.
Oh
Yardbird,
my gosh.
Sticking his head in.
Yardbirds.
Talking about aliens. Here we go. Yeah.
How are you? Yeah, I just want people to do the things. There's so much going on. This is my thing always. I'm like, be aware of what's going on. Don't be so consumed that you're in this frozen of just keeping up with every single detail of things, and make sure you're still living. You still have your faith. You still have your peace. And you're still able to do the things that you need to be doing.
Yeah. Right. Even Cherokee woke back up. You know what the real rabbit hole is about that stuff? Look, and it all goes back to the good book.
Yeah.
Supposedly the fallen angels came down to the planet and they're running the planet. Supposedly. Somewhere they even said that there was 200 that came down. They're supposed to be leaders. This is hypothetical. We're just playing with ideas, but they're supposed to be the leaders of all governments of all countries, because apparently there's 200 countries on this planet. And
it would make sense. I mean, because that's what I mean. We know they handpick them anyways to put them in there, so there's going to be a reason for that, right?
See? So supposedly we live in some form of a prison planet. I want y'all just to play with this. Don't take none of this to heart. Supposedly we live in a planet prison. Yes, God is in control, but those fallen angels came down and distorted things.
Right.
And so what they're saying is that this thing that's coming, this 3IA Atlas is the good guy coming to either stop the nukes from going off. It's coming to usher in the new. I know. A lot of the purple haired basement dwellers that play video games all day, they're believing that this thing is going to bring some form of new enlightenment to mankind and bring peace. And this thing that's following it, the swan, is other species trying to stop the goodness from coming to Earth before the end.
My pay grade.
I know. But that's what everybody's playing with right now.
And look, even you, John, like, so there's going to be so many things that we do not know. We will never understand. We're not going to get the answers for. And that's why I'm always like, you better make sure your soul's right. You better make sure you're doing what you're supposed to. You better know what's on the side of things. But yeah, I don't know. And there's so much that they're going to hide and cover up and make it into something else because they don't want us to know the truths.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody and they said, this is one of the guys I was working with. And he's been through Vietnam. He's got a purple star, something. But he is totally against Vietnam. You know, one of those guys that did the horrible things, and now he just lives his life like in, you know, I can't sleep at night. That type of thing. And we were talking about it, and we got to talking about this, and he was like, you know what, brother? He's like, us humans, we have emotions and feelings, and one of our weaknesses is the fact that we feel good about certain things. He was trying to explain it to me.
Right.
And he said, if this thing comes and it makes people feel good, if a person feels good, they'll fall for anything.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, even when people, the tickling of your ear scripture stuff, it's like, wait a minute. I'm like,
yes.
I mean, that's some of the things that take you off that path, that sneaky way of the sake and everything. He comes in everything that you ever wished for and how you want it to sound and play out and sounds better.
Let's go.
And God flat out said, look, this ain't going to be easy. You're going to suffer and everything. And if it's the tickling of the ears and these things that they roll out are just sound wonderful and everything, you need to be leery of that.
Casey, everything's coming at us. Look,
we said it was all going to be at once. It always was going to be at one time.
What have we always preached? Physical, right? I'm writing it down. Don't ask me why. I just do. Physical, mental, and spiritual, right?
Yeah, you're just in the wrong order.
There's going to be some things that food ain't going to fix. There's going to be some things that the 556 ain't going to fix. There are going to be some things that it is going to take spiritual discernment, fortitude to decipher if this is where I need to be going or if I need to be going the other way, because everybody's going to be going the wrong way. I don't want to say everybody.
How many videos did we do about that? About discernment? Because I'm telling you, we are in the age of deception. Like, you better pray for discernment. The deception is going to be is really bad now, and it's only going to continue to get worse.
Yes,
at every level.
And that's what I'm saying. So look, the people who have been able to defend and protect themselves through whatever it is we're about to go through, the Book of Eli people, the Mad Max people, the people who have went through the war and the worst of it and have come out on the other side still breathing, still walking and breathing, you know, dirty, hadn't had a shower in 2 weeks. There's going to be there's going to be another thing for you to have to go through. The spiritual thing on top of all that. Just after you've seen death, chaos, and destruction, it's you're still gonna have to fight the spiritual because it's they're gonna be like, hey,
that
look,
never wears out or gets tired. Ever. And I'm telling you, look, Satan and his little minions, they know their time is short and they're going to up their game because their ending is very different than ours. And so they're going to try to destroy and take as many as they can.
Yeah.
That's their whole game and goal of things.
This is the fight I don't think a lot of people understand, Casey. Fam, we here, so I know y'all know what we're talking. I know y'all are good. But Casey, y'all don't understand. Look, all right, let's tap into the spiritual side of things. Right. Every Easter, I watch what's the name of the movie? The Mel Gibson Jesus is horrible. The Passion. I watch The Passion every Easter. And every Easter, it makes me cry. It makes me so sad. It makes me mad. It makes me frustrated. But it reminds me of how much pain, misery, and torture the Son of God went through. And it reminds me that at some point, I'm probably going to have to go through something similar. And so, look, I'm telling y'all what we're about to be headed into. This ain't a normal conversation. This isn't hey, it's Friday morning. Let's no. This is the video. This is the information that I keep. This is what I'm preparing myself for. But there is the path is going to be tough, fam. If Jesus went through all of that,
oh yeah.
Look, one eye open, the other eye just busted out, just bleeding, can't walk, can't stand up, thirsty. Just he had to look at his mother in a state of. What do you want to call it, Casey? You know what I'm saying? And she's crying.
That's the most shattering thing. I mean, to even lose a child, but to be a torturous way to sit there and have to watch it is, that's unimaginable. And the pain that he went through and the suffering. And remember, even before he got to that point, he was so scared because he knew what was coming. That he sweat blood. That's a whole other level of fear. And he said, Father, if there's any other way. If there's any other way that I don't have to go through.
Casey, come on, man.
It had to come to pass. That's why I tell people not this stuff. I'm like, it had to come to pass. The things that are going on right now, the things that are lining up for the AC to come on scene, it has to come to pass because God said it was going to happen. And that's the only way for us to get up out of here.
Please
for the whole ending of all this mess that's been going on, all the evil that's been created and down here.
Yeah.
It has to come to pass. I was like, nobody's going to stop it. No politician, no man, no amount of prepping. Nothing is going to. We're trying not to suffer in our meantime in between that.
That's
what has to happen. The Bible said it has to happen. And then paradise is on the other side of it if your soul's right. Now, and what's that saying? If your soul's right, our life here, it's the closest thing to hell we'll ever get. But if it's not, and you don't accept Christ, this life on earth is the closest to heaven you'll ever get.
See? That's what I'm preparing for, Casey. Look, I talk this talk. Yeah, fam, we in the chat. What up, Dan H? That's what I'm preparing for, Casey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't put that out there too often. I put out, water, food,
right.
Water purification, pews, da. But for me personally, that's what I'm preparing myself for, to walk that walk alone.
And the thing is, all the disciples, all of the disciples, one of them, get out the good book. Get in research and everything. Look at how every one of them, but one, how their ending came. Because they did not deny the gospel. They did not deny him. Look, every one of them went in a torturous way.
Casey.
They died as a martyr like that. Only one got out, and that's how we got Revelations, because one had to get through to say, this is what's going to happen. These are the signs you better look for. Here we are. The pages, it's coming off the pages right before us right now. It has to come to pass, and you have a playbook, so it shouldn't be a surprise. You should be just going through your checklist. Yep, he said this. Okay, that one's happened. This one's happened. This has happened. That's and that's just where we're at.
Casey, when he was here, all the people who saw miraculous things happening, all the people who followed him, all the people who knew who he was and believed it, didn't step in to stop what was happening. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and it had to come to pass, though. I mean,
yes,
those times he went off and he said, "Stop! It has to. Don't do this because this has happened."
that's where we're at.
Yeah,
That's where we're
nothing
at.
is going to change what's coming.
We're seriously, and even just to take it back to what you were talking about, fam. Look, I'm just gonna I'm gonna be honest with y'all, fam. I'm gonna tell y'all in case he might get mad at me. But look, when we talk on the phone, seriously, Casey is very passionate about people understanding what is going on, and the fact that there are so many, not y'all, but the fact that there are so many people that don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. It works on her. And I'm like, Casey, look, there's gonna be people that just they're not gonna get it. They won't get it. This, you know.
I guess it's because I feel like then it's a choice, so it kind of irritates me because I'm like, it has to be a choice to not know what's going on at this point. There's people who even like, yeah, I'm prepping and things are going to get hard. I'm like, you haven't, but do you know what's coming? Do you know how bad? Forget all that prepping stuff and even being here on these these channels, everything. You better read the good book because I'm telling you, you have no idea. Do you think that Christ would have had to go through what he went through to get the point to save all of us? And what do you think we're about to go through for it all to be over? The reason of everything of how everything is I'm telling you, buckle up.
My solar panels and pew-pews make me feel good about what we're about to go into. That's why I like it so much. But fam,
that was the big thing, Kevin. And people like I don't want to hear that. That stresses me out. Okay, you better be stressed now while you're still comfortable.
Yes.
Then when you're suffering and trying to stay alive, you better. I mean, But I get it. Yes, and yes, he's right. It frustrates me.
Should we tap into the paranoia? Should we tap into the emotional distress? The oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. The crying, the fear, the pain, the anguish, the feeling of no tomorrow. When people see when this thing really unfolds and people see that there is there's no WIC, there's no government assistance. People are coming to do them harm. There is no electricity. I don't want to go off the deep end. But we try.
I think that is that part of saying not being dependent and getting as self-sufficient as you possibly can, because this was coming. Yeah. We said this was coming. And I'm telling you, every single day, like right now, is the best it's going to get.
Yes.
Talk to me in a month. Talk to me in 3 months. Talk to me in 2027, and you're going to remember this day, October 2025, and be like, man, we were worried about it then, and it's way better then than what it is now. And that's not a fear factor thing. That's not, I mean, it's what it is.
Yeah.
It says it was going to happen. And I think that's my thing. It's like, I see y'all putting Revelation. I see you putting all these scriptures. I really appreciate you putting that in there. And yes, go read it. Go read about, I mean, that's what I've always said this, and people get up. Don't come at me sideways and show your ignorance. I'll tell you to tuck it right in about the stuff with Israel. My thing is because biblically it said what was going to happen. That is going to be your reference points for things. Okay, I see what's going on there. Okay, well, this is about to happen. Okay, I see what this surrounding thing, what's going on, these wars, I see what countries are involved, and you have to go back and you have to find out what in the Bible things were. Okay, it was Russia. It was these different things, and see what countries it is, because those are going to be your reference points from God's word. He gave you a manual to say, and you'll know what's going on and what's about to happen.
Yeah.
There's a reason America's not mentioned in the end time. I'm gonna leave that right there. Go ahead and chew on that.
Hey,
well, this is Babylon. I mean, I think it'll be destroyed. That's just my opinion. Yes, wild. Read it out loud. Sunset Gates, please. Thank you so much for saying that. Look, Satan, God, he can hear our thoughts. When you pray in your mind, he can read that. He can hear that. Satan cannot. Read the scriptures and different things like that out loud. Absolutely claim that, read it, say certain prayers. Then there's certain things do not say out loud. There's certain things you don't say out loud because you're not gonna, let Satan hear all that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So see, this
Hmm.
this thing is spiritual as well as
That's what all of
physical.
this is. No matter how many things look on this earthly side, I'm telling you, everything is that spiritual battle warfare more than we ever think. And your prayers and your grandmother's prayers and everything else are still carrying through, and just never let that
Yes.
go and stop. You have no idea a prayer what you could have just stopped something horrific happening to you or family or friends or somebody. That's what I tell people all the time. Pray for people who I see will never meet each other. I don't know their, I just have their screen names and things like that. But God knows who you are. And I
Casey,
pray for people all the time.
the energy never dies. Just on
Right.
an energetic level. If you pray, you are putting energy into that communication with God in
Mhm.
unison. It never goes away. It
Right.
always, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Seriously. Man, this I think the next 2 weeks are gonna be interesting, Casey. I think it's gonna be
Yeah.
interesting.
A lot's going to
See,
play out. And again, don't freak out. Be aware. Don't freak out. Don't give Satan and evildoers the satisfaction that you're freaked out. Do what you're supposed to do. And then you watch things and think, okay, how do I need to alter things about my preps or what I need to do? Or maybe I need to hurry certain things up.
mhm.
Or, there's this, just use it as reference points to help you what you need to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I don't know, man. I'm going to the dollar store tomorrow. I'm stocking up on lighters. I'm gonna hop on Amazon and find the best place to find some activated charcoal. Look, I'm telling you,
I'll send you some
I'm
stuff.
not slow. I'm not slow. Look, I learned how to make activated charcoal like a
Mhm.
long time ago, but I haven't used it, or I'm just gonna buy some from a reputable place to have it.
Have it on hand. Keep it in your go bag, in your emergency bags, in your cars, whatever. You should always have it on you. I'm
All right,
telling
I
you.
will. I will.
And
Yeah.
cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper should be in all your go bags. I've done videos on that too. All the time. You should have cayenne pepper in all your emergency bags, go bags, in your car, all the stuff.
Hey, she gonna tell us why in a second, fam. I'm not gonna ask, but she
I
gonna
did a
tell us why.
video on it. Yeah, I did a video.
She gonna
For
tell us.
real. If somebody, it's for
She
entertainment
gonna tell us.
on YouTube. Like if somebody's like having a heart attack or a bleeding thing, it doesn't matter if you're clotting or if you're free bleeding. If like somebody's having an event right then, you give them cayenne pepper in water and have them drink it immediately. I'm telling you, it's gonna save their life better than aspirin or anything else.
I told y'all she was gonna tell us. No,
That's
I'm
what I'm here
definitely.
for. Turn
I'm,
your speakers off, Josh. They want to hear it.
I promise I'm gonna stock up on some grade A cayenne pepper. I promise.
Cayenne pepper, and also
All right.
like topical. If you're like bleeding, you got something topical, so put cayenne pepper. I don't care if it stings you, but a bite a stick and get over it. It'll stop it from bleeding.
Are you
Bleeding
serious?
out. Yes, and I've used it.
Look,
I
she's gonna
keep
say Gaze
cayenne
gonna
pepper
tap
on
in
everything.
now. Yeah.
And use it on my animals. I've had gushing, bleeding accidents real quick, and you put cayenne pepper on it.
Y'all hear this? Miss Sharon, do you hear this? Okay, look. So just because y'all think I don't know, just because you think I don't know, I'll put it in my morning smoothies for indigestion. How about that?
I mean, even if you're sick, like I give cayenne pepper to my kids all the time, even when they were little.
Really?
I'm telling you, if you're sick or any kind of blood thing, you need blood. I made cayenne pepper salve. I did a video on that too.
Uh-huh.
You know what Josh is going to be doing this weekend? He is going to be binge watching my videos. Good night, sir.
I am. I know. I'm going back. Seriously, I'm going back to while I'm going through all the preps in the garage, and I will have it playing, blasting through the Bluetooth speaker and stuff. Yeah.
You better write down some notes where they take this whole channel down.
I promise I will. Yeah. Man, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now, you know what's going to happen? We're going to get off this live, and I'm going to start looking at some different YouTube videos, and it's going to be some crazy stuff that just happened that's going to just escalate everything, and it's just going to be crazy. Fam, have we missed anything while we've been doing this live? I know some of y'all
I
still
don't know
want
what was T-Man's announcement. He's supposed to make an announcement at
to.
5:00. Was it about the medical
What was it, fam?
prices or tariffs or something like that? I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Josh never had
I'll
hot
catch
toddies.
his clip notes later. But I know he was supposed to be making an announcement at 5:00.
Hey, Huck. Hey, bro. Look, I was in the stores, right? And I got that the 5 to the 5 to the 2 times 3, my latest one. And I was like, man, this thing feels really short. It's a 7.5, bro. I thought it was a 10.5. It's a 7. And then I had to get the paperwork, and it was a 7.5, 5 to the 5 to the 2 times 3. So luckily, the one that's coming is a 10.5. Yeah. I don't know.
You better get that right.
Hey, I know. Luckily, I stuck with the same.
You need to quit ordering them parts. You need to go get you some cayenne pepper, baking soda, and charcoal. You can stock up for your whole lifetime with the amount of you're putting on money you spend on the other stuff.
Hey, I gotta protect the cayenne pepper. If I can't protect it, then it ain't worth having, right, fam?
I guess
right?
if you get one of those type of injuries, you can cayenne pepper and activated charcoal on that joker.
Yeah,
hey T-Paw, good to see you.
What up, T-Paw? Yeah, man, fam tapping it. Terry, what's Cherokee talking about? Man, he's always dropping.
Survive. Like the Amish, we be around Amish and Mennonites and stuff like all that. We still have them around in different places we live. Those people ain't stressing like we are. They ain't stressing about this stuff and things going down. They survive just fine. You can do it. Our ancestors didn't have
what are they just like secluded? Are they just like secluded from society?
They know how to survive off not having modern ways and they don't stay wrapped up in politics and news stuff all the time. So their mind is just, they're focused on that as a way of life and they make it just fine.
So what happens when they come for them, or will they come for them? It just is what it is. It just is what it is.
I mean, like I said earlier, everything about all this is global. Are there going to people fall through the cracks and going to be surviving for a while and then pass off on in the wilderness and everything else? Yeah, but they're counting on that.
Gotcha. I got a few people that I work with that are Jehovah's Witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
And they are non-political, supposedly non-political. They don't participate, that type of thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, they are pumping to the gills. This is the end of the system. This is the absolute end of the system. Like that's all their special talks, all their assemblies. That's all that it is. This is the end of the system. They're trying to get as many people to convert as possible. I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm good. Thank you, though. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, but
let me talk to you about my savior. But whatever.
Yeah. But this is the end of the system with urgency. Yeah. Man, I don't know, Casey. Yeah, this weekend, that's the cleaning the closet.
We'll see. Well, that 72-hour countdown started, and I feel like that 72-hour countdown is more than just the hostage.
What's 72 hours?
That was about the hostage situation. They had 72 hours. It started today or something like that. But I just feel like that 72-hour countdown has some other stuff too.
So it's not done? Everything's not written in stone?
Well, they said they had 72 hours, I guess, to let them go. But they've been in there for 2 years, and who knows?
You know what?
And then right after that, he went over there. So, but anyway, that's a whole other channel. That's a whole other live to talk about.
All right. I don't think they have them.
2 years in the way that they were.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right. Yeah.
I appreciate y'all. I gotta get up out of here. I haven't even ate, and I don't eat after 7:00. So
yeah, Huck says he's on a PSA website right now. No, I'm done with it. I can't do it no more. Bear Creek Arsenal.
He needs it. You better get off here and go get you some of those 3. You have 3 things on your list this weekend you have to get.
Hold on, let me write it down. Charcoal, activated charcoal, baking soda.
Cayenne pepper.
Okay, cayenne pepper. Legit. Not okay, I got it.
No, cayenne pepper. Go watch my channel. All you gotta do is scroll and read the title. You're like, oh. I didn't even know Casey had a channel.
I'm always getting put in. Yeah. All right. Okay.
I appreciate Josh. Thank you. We always have a great time, and I like, we always make each other think and give us reminders. I appreciate you. I've missed you, chat. I appreciate all of you. You're wonderful. Do the things. Put your faith in God. He's going to see us through. Don't freak out. Enjoy your weekend. Pray for your discernment, and y'all be good.
Casey, tell Miss Sharon what's the best day of the week.
Saturday.
All right. Okay.
I appreciate mods. I appreciate you guys. Y'all be blessed.
Yeah.
Everybody email Josh and tell him that he needs to get those 3 things on the list.
I'm gonna get it. No.
He's gonna get off here. He's gonna get off here. He's gonna go play those games, and he's gonna be like, "Man, I forgot."
I gotta take a break from all this stuff sometimes.
I understand, but I just want you to make it. You could probably survive off those 3 items if you stockpile them.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate y'all too, fam. Seriously, it's good to be able to ride this out with good people, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's what we're doing.
I appreciate you. All right, y'all be blessed. Appreciate you all. I'll see you next time.
Peace out. All right, I'm gonna tighten up. Oops. Peace out.
Bye.